Hi guys, thank you for joining me. Today I'm going to be playing with some new makeup, some of which I got during the Sephora holiday bonus sale event that they were having. So a few of these items I already showed you guys during my Sephora haul video. Some other things I picked up after that video, and then there's more from a few other places that I ended up picking up from. So let's just go ahead and get started because as always with new makeup, I'm super excited to try it out, and I need to do something with this face because I am looking cute right now. So the first thing we're gonna go in with is this primer from IT Cosmetics. This isn't new to the makeup world, it's just new to me, and it's called the Your Skin But Better Primer Plus Oil Free. It's a makeup gripping base plus pore refiner and hydrator for all day grip technology. So this right here is what it looks like. Sorry, I know my lighting is off a lot. Every time I film, I try to change something to see if it's a little bit better. So some videos do look a little bit better than others, but overall, I'm still not where I want to be with my lighting. So just bear with me, I'll get there. I'm also gonna redo like my whole filming area, so yeah, just stay tuned for that. So I'm gonna go ahead and use about how much of this? So I don't know, I guess this is about how much I'll be using. And I don't think it has a, it's got like a slight, does this have alcohol in it? Yeah, okay. It does have alcohol denate. I don't really know what that means or is, but that's the third ingredient here, so that's not, I don't know, I would have preferred it to not have that because I do have dry skin already. So I have combo skin. I get oily in my T-zone, but my cheeks, more so my left side, always tend to like get dry, and now that the weather is getting cooler out, that's just gonna get worse. And my skin always turns super red when I prime. So it feels like slightly tacky, not as tacky as some other primers that I've tried that have like this type of technology that's for gripping your primer, but it is a little bit tacky. So I don't have a new foundation for today, but I decided to pull this one out because I haven't used it in months, and it's from Wonder Beauty. It's the Nude Illusion Liquid Foundation. And I have mine in the shade medium. I know a lot of people are not a fan of foundations with a dope foot applicator, and I see where people are coming from with that, but this foundation is just so nice that I'm gonna see past it. Like, I don't care enough because I love this that much. But actually, before I try this, let me open up these guys that I picked up at Costco the other day. So I went to Costco like we do pretty much every week. We always walk out of there with things we obviously didn't expect to get. And that's part of like the Costco experience. You may have like one or two things that you know you need to pick up from there, but everything else in your cart is just stuff that you were not planning on getting. So hence these brushes. So these are from ARTIS, but these are obviously not like the like ARTIS brushes. They're from the same brand, but the bristles here are much different and the handles are much different. I want to see if I have, because I use them, but I use them mostly like when I'm getting ready upstairs. I have some actual ARTIS brushes that my sister actually bought for me for Christmas, and this was like 5 years ago, guys. So before anybody was even talking about this brand on YouTube. These brushes became really popular in YouTube about 2 years ago, I want to say, but they had been out for a while. People just weren't talking about them. And when my sister bought them for me, I had never even heard of those brushes. I had never seen them. It was like totally weird for me. But once I started using them, I really, really enjoyed them. So anyway, since then I have bought like some singles for myself because I enjoy them so much. So when I saw these in store, I figured, you know what, let me give them a try, because I know there's other brands that have come out with similar styles, but I've just never been intrigued with this one. I guess because it is from ARTIS, I was. So it's not bad. I found that this bigger one, which is the Oval 6, is sold at Walmart, and right now it's on sale for $24.50. I got this whole pack here for $25. It might have been $30, but I'm pretty positive it was 25 bucks. So it's not bad because you get 4 brushes here, and if they perform well, then I think it's a pretty good deal. So let's go ahead and bust some of these open so that we can use them in today's video. Okay, so for my foundation, I'm going to use the Oval 6. And it's cool that they come like individually like this too. I had thought that it was going to be one big case where I just open up and I have them all displayed there, but they're packaged separately. You can totally tell that, yeah, the material, that the bristles here are not as good as like the original ARTIS brushes. These do feel a little bit more cheapy, so does the handle. But if they perform well, then, I mean, really that's all that matters. I just like luxury stuff. So to me, I know that a lot of luxury makeup can be duped with much more affordable makeup or even brushes. That's not really what I care about. For me, it's like the feeling of, you know, having luxury stuff. I just like it. I mean, I am who I am and I like what I like. So back to this foundation. I'm just gonna go ahead and apply it here. And I'm actually kind of running a little low with this foundation too. I'm feeling it. And I like to work in sections. Oh, my earring's falling off. We're here talking about luxury makeup and my Target earrings are falling out. Nothing wrong with Target earrings though, I'll tell you that. So this brush is pretty nice. I think it's blending everything really well. I feel like I have to be a little bit more aggressive with it, but nonetheless, it's still applying this foundation beautifully. It's blending. And then when I want more coverage, I added a little bit more foundation and just very lightly I'm sweeping over this with a brush. And this would help you blend it in really well, but still give you a little bit of extra coverage. For concealer, I have nothing new, so I'm using this Shiseido, what is this called? The Synchro Skin Soft Refreshing Concealer, and I'm using the shade 301 Medium. So this looks to be a little bit dark for me, but I like it because it does a pretty good job at covering my dark circles. Okay, turn down the lights a little bit. Hopefully that makes it better. Oh, sorry guys, I can't tell really. So now I'm gonna go ahead and just set my T-zone using the Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Finish Powder, and I like to use the shade Fair. So this I did haul during the Sephora haul video, but it was a repurchase because I've been using this for years. And it's just one of my favorite powders to set the T-zone and to touch up throughout the day. And then for the rest of my face, let's go in with this Guerlain Meteorites powder. This is the Goldenland one. It is from their holiday collection. And I really like to use my Ciroc face brush for this. So I'm just gonna, this is the inside of it. Very, very strong scents. I happen to enjoy it. And I'll just apply this here just to give me some color while I do my eye makeup. And as you can see, it adds quite a bit of like redness to your skin. I went ahead and did my eyebrows and primed my eyes. I'm gonna have everything listed in the description box below if anybody's interested to check that out. So now let's go ahead and apply some eyeshadow. We're gonna be using the NATASHA DENONA Metropolis palette. Gosh, is this thing beautiful or what? So I haven't used this one on camera. I was wearing it during my Sephora haul video, and I've worn it a few times since. I think this is a phenomenal palette. I did not expect anything less from her, and I'm very happy with this. But I will say that this does intimidate me a little bit. Whenever I open it, I'm like, okay, I'm gonna use it today, and I get excited thinking about using it. The moment I open it, I start getting a little bit overwhelmed because there's just so much in here and just kind of so like condensed into like one palette. Don't get me wrong, I'm not necessarily complaining about that. I'm just saying I can see how somebody may be a little bit afraid to go in with this. So what I've done is I'll pick like a quad. So Natasha does it easy for us where we can feel a little bit more comfortable by looking at it in sections. So if you look at this, there's like a quad right there. You can use these colors together. That'll look beautiful. These four together, that'll look great. These four. So I find that if I focus on like a quad, Then once I get started, I'm able to venture off to like other shadows from this palette rather than just sticking to that one. So today I'm actually gonna start, I wanna actually use these 4 shades down here. So like I said, you don't just have to go in quads, you can go diagonal, vertically, horizontal, however you guys want and whatever makes you more comfortable, at least to start off with. So right now I'm more intrigued with these 4 shades to go in and try for today. Okay, so I'm gonna use this brush from the kit. It's the Circle 1R brush, and it's very weird looking. I picked up Jubilee, and I'm gonna apply this into the crease. This is kind of weird to use. Because you can use this brush, like it tells you like different things to use them for here in the back. And this one says you can use it for the eyelid, concealer, lip color, crease, and concealer. Like it's telling you like concealer around your nose and then concealer under the eyes. So yeah, I can see maybe for spot concealing. For eyeshadow, this is kind of weird. Okay, I'm gonna go in with a regular brush. And because I need to do some blending here. So it says my Marc Jacobs. I love this brush. I love it so much. It's the crease brush. So let's see if this brush is better for packing on some color onto the lid. I wiped off the other shade and I picked up Azoic. And let's go ahead and just tap it all over the lid. For the lid, because you do more packing, it seems, you know, more like reasonable to use. But other than that, I don't know. I'm not really a fan of this brush for the eyes. That is a really pretty eyeshadow. Love it. Okay. Using this Smith 230 brush, I picked up the shade Rhythm. I believe that's how you pronounce that. Not sure. And I'm going to go over the crease here. And then I'm going into the crease here in the inner portion. Just kind of blending out the edges of Jubilee that we had applied earlier while smoking this out more. So from this row, I'm going to skip Symbol and come over here to Antique. And I'm using my Wayne Goss number 20 brush. I'm just going to go ahead and add this here in the outer portion of the lid and into the crease. And then for the brow bone, I picked up a little bit of rope just to clean this up here a little bit. For the bottom lash line, I'm going to go in with this other brush. This is the Linear 1. The kit that my sister had bought me has one shape like this, and I really like to use it for my brows when I use like powder brow, and it's also really good for eyeliner. But this one seems to be a little bit thicker. So for the bottom lash line, I'm going to start off with Jubilee. It's just like a really weird angle. Like it's like I don't know how to hold this right to apply it. Now I do have the one that came in the kit. So this is the Elite Linear 1. So this is the one that my sister got me on the left. So you can see, you know, they're quite different. And this one I really love. I think I love that one. I like the... Oh, I have it right here. See, I did have these. So this one I like for concealer. This is the Elite Oval 4. And then it came with a bigger one of these that's really good for foundation. So those are great. These are a little bit different. I mean, they are quite cheaper. So of course, you know, we don't expect the same quality. Now to finish up the bottom lash line, I'm using the Pencil Pro brush from Sonia G. And then we're going to go back in with Azoic. I'm going to blend this out. And for the inner corner, we'll pick up Queen. For eyeliner, I picked this up. This is from Bobbi Brown, and it's her long wearing gel eyeliner in the shade Espresso Ink. So I used to own this, and I had actually ordered it from her website when I first started like doing bridal makeup. And I ordered this shade. I don't know if it was, yeah, I believe it was this shade and the black. And these are so good. I feel like nobody really talks about this gel eyeliner, but I really like it. So I used it the other day. And yeah, it is just as good as I remember it. I was just in need of a good true brown eyeliner. So we're gonna use this, and I am going to fast forward this part because it takes me a while sometimes, and I'm not that perfect with winged eyeliners anymore. I used to be so good at it. All done with the eyes, now going back to the face to finish up. So I finally was able to get my hands on this. This is from Dior, and it's their Rouge blush, but this is in no way a blush. At least there's no way it can be for me. It's in the shade 823 Independent, and let me take this out to show you guys. It comes in this little navy pouch here, and here is the inside. Maybe if I take off this plastic. So as you can see, this will in no way work as a blush for me, but I've seen people use this to contour, so that's why I wanted to pick it up. And although Dior is sold at a lot of like different retail stores, I was not able to find this one in stock pretty much anywhere except for Macy's. Luckily, they were also having a 50% off when I picked this guy up, so at least, you know, I got that, but it was like a struggle to find this. So I actually want to use this as an actual contour. So I picked up the Sonia G Classic Cheek Brush. I always get a little intimidated when it comes to actually contouring. Like bronzer, I don't care. Contour, because sometimes it just looks muddy, so let's see. I really like the Kevin Aquan one, but that one is not as pigmented or intense as this one here is. Like, you can totally see that. So hopefully, I will apply a little bit of bronzer over this, so hopefully I can blend that out more. So this does have like a sheen to it, which typically for contours, we want that to be matte. Since we're trying to create a shadow, we don't want anything that's going to be illuminating whatsoever in these areas. We're trying to like sink that in a little bit, but I mean, this looks fine. It's just, I'm just confused as to exactly what this is. Here I was like dying to get it, and I'm not quite sure what it even is. Alright, so I'm going to use this brush here. This one I have not used yet, and it says on the little diagram that you can use it to contour your nose. So we'll do that. This is the Oval 3. And let me put this down. Oh, wow, okay. I didn't even realize that was a lot. These pick up a ton because the bristles are so packed. So we got to be careful with that. No. And this does have like a reddish hue to it. Maybe it is just strictly a blush that's not meant for me. Here I am trying to use that as a contour. I'm not too sure how I feel about the tone of this. I do like that brush though for contouring the nose. So I'm gonna have to revisit that with a different contouring product. So for highlight, I have this beautiful highlighter here from BECCA. This is the Pearl Glow Luster Glow Powder in the shade Pure Pearl. And I have been using this. I've actually had it for a little over a week. And it's really, really pretty. It definitely has like a pink hue to it, but I enjoy it. I like it. It gives a really nice highlight. It's quite like metallic-y, but again, in a very wearable way. It kind of like even melts into your skin. I think if you have a light skin tone to medium, this will work for you. This formula is really, really pretty. And I have been enjoying this a lot. So that is the highlighter. It looks really pretty, doesn't it? I think it does. I like it a lot. So I do have a new blush I have not tried out. I picked up the wrong one. I actually wanted the shade Honey Thief, and I ended up grabbing Cali Dream, and this was totally my mistake. I went back and looked at the order I placed, and I don't know how I did that. But anyway, this is from Melt Cosmetics. I think this too, I mean, I believe that they've had these blushes out for a little bit. I just haven't tried it out yet. I don't know exactly, I mean, this is like bright. I don't know exactly how this is gonna look with this makeup look I have going on right now, but we're gonna give it a try. If anything, I can always apply another blush over it. So let's see how this performs. So there's a lot of kickback, if you guys can see that right there, and then it picks up quite a bit. So these look like if they're gonna be very pigmented, so let me be careful here. I'm going in very lightly because I'm a little scared. Oh, it's pretty. Oh yeah. You want to go in lightly because this is like very neon-y. Oh my gosh. But it's pretty. I wonder how that other one is. I'm still gonna have to pick up that other one that I wanted. Honey Thief. But this one's nice. These eye wrinkles are for real, yo. I'm old. For lips, I just had to pick up another lip liner from Patrick Ta. I really enjoyed the other one that I have. I believe it's called So Proud. And this one is She's Strong. Now with these, you do want to be careful because these have like a click to it. So if you take out too much, there's no way of twisting it back down. Once you take it out, that is it. So you want to be very careful with that. Now these have a really weird shape to them, and I feel like a lot of people don't like that. I don't mind. I'm not somebody that tries to have everything super perfect. I want to do my makeup and just enjoy it and not stress out about it. I mostly use lip liners either because I really like the color of the lip liner, so I use it as a lipstick, or just to help my actual lipstick stay on longer. So it's nothing about perfecting anything because like I said, I'm just not about that. So I'm going to follow the shape of my lips and then I'm just going to fill it in. This one's described as a neutral almond shade. And there we have it. So I had already applied some of this Laneige lip glowing balm, the pear one. I love this one. I love it so much. So my lips were really nice and hydrated. So I think I'm just gonna wear it like this. I really like this color and I think it looks really nice with this eye look. Alright guys, let's go ahead and do a quick rundown of all the products that I used, starting off with the primer. So so far it's nice. Like I said, I don't quite like that alcohol is the third ingredient in this. I will say I feel like I smell alcohol in here. Like I had no idea it actually even had that. It's very faint. You know it's a huge no-no, especially if you have dry skin. So I'm going to have to test this out a little bit more to know exactly how I feel about it. But as of right now, just knowing that, I'm not going to be reaching for this all that often, maybe once or twice a week, maybe like on the weekends when I want my makeup to last longer, if it does help with that. So I will leave in the description box below how this performed, if it did help with the longevity of my makeup, but I had no issues applying anything over this. Now I know this foundation isn't new, but you guys, this is such a wonderful foundation. It leaves a really nice luminous finish. It has a really great lasting power and it's a nice medium to full coverage. So I really like that. It doesn't feel heavy and it feels just very good on the skin and I love the finish of it. I just really, really do. So these brushes, overall, they're not horrible. I think they're better off for your face. I really enjoyed this one for the foundation. This one here, it's like the Circle 1R. This one's kind of weird. I'm not quite sure what I'm going to really be using this for. I'll probably try it out for like spot concealing. But as far as eyeshadow, I don't really think so. I really enjoyed this one for the nose contour. I do have like a bigger nose, so for me this size is fine. And then this one here, the liner one brush, this one I liked how it applied to the eyeliner because it really packed on the color. The thing is, I couldn't really find a good angle to hold this, so it was a little bit weird. So I'm gonna keep testing these out. For the price, I think the quality is good. Just, you know, have like pretty reasonable expectations for something like this. So I've mentioned time and time again, I really enjoyed this Airbrush powder from Charlotte Tilbury. It is like a holy grail of mine. I've really been enjoying these Meteorites from Guerlain. They're quite unique. It's not going to be for everybody, but I think they're nice. I am very happy with these. The eyeshadow palette, you guys, I love it. Where did I put it? Oh, wait. I love this eyeshadow palette. Like I said, I know it can be intimidating for some people. It can even be for me as well, but just kind of look at it in sections and you'll find that you can create something really new with even just 1 or 2 shades in here. The shade that I used on my lid, which was this one right here, Azoic, I love this shade. I would totally just use this all over my lid and then just blend it out into the crease, like buff it out. And I think it will look so nice. There's really a variety of looks that you can come up with just using this palette. I've also really been enjoying these as like eyeliners or like accent colors. The formula in here is just, it is outstanding, really out of this world. Like I said, I don't expect anything less from NATASHA DENONA, but I didn't expect so much from her either. I was really content and just very happy with her old formula, and I just really had no complaints about it. But to get something like that and try that out, it makes me look forward to her next releases a lot more in case she uses those mattes again, because they really are something that everybody should try. They're beautiful. This thingamajiggy, what is this? So I guess, I don't know, like it kind of worked as a contour for me, but it kind of, I'm not sure. I feel like it looks nice on me. So I mean, it's fine. I had been wanting to try this out, but I kind of feel like it does have some redness to it once applied. So I'm gonna keep playing with it. You know, I'm gonna have to update you guys on this in a future video. So far, I'm a little bit confused about it, but it performed fine. It's just not exactly what I thought it was gonna be. The highlighter is so gorgeous. I love the formula of the highlighter. I love how it blends out. I love how it looks. Just beautiful. This blush, I mean, it's not what I wanted, but you know what? It worked out. I think it looks really nice. I'm very happy I ended up accidentally picking this up. And yeah, I'm looking forward to trying out another shade. And then the lip liner. I love this, you guys. I really like it. This is, I don't know, I was showing you guys the box. The lip liner is really nice. I love it. These are actually very long lasting. This one I just think totally works for my needs. I forgot to talk about the eyeliner. There's not quite a lot to say about this. It is an older product. It's just kind of a repurchase for me. Just rekindle some memories of mine. So I really like this. I think the formula of this is great because it glides right on. It's really nice and creamy, yet very pigmented. So there's no tugging, there's no skipping with this. It's exactly what I look for when it comes to gel eyeliners, and I'm happy I finally picked this one up again. Alright guys, that's it as far as today's video. If you liked it, please give me a thumbs up, and while you're there, why don't you hit that subscribe button so you do not miss out on any of my future videos. Thank you so much for spending some time with me today. Until next time.